This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Mule series of videos. In this session, I'm going to show you how we can make Salesforce integration from Mule. So to do that, we need a Salesforce account setup. So we create a Salesforce account and we create one object, custom object called EMP profiles. Then we make a REST API development to insert the profiles to the EMP profiles object. So here the use case is, assume I have established a consulting company and I usually provide employee profiles to different vendors when they have requirement. So how I get profiles is, I have partnership with LinkedIn. So LinkedIn will call my service by posting employee details, that are employee name, employee phone number, employee email ID, and employee skill set. So based on the skill set, I will filter the data from my Salesforce object. Then I can able to process those profiles to the vendor. So this is the use case. Let's get started. First, we work with creating Salesforce account. Go to Chrome and go for developer.salesforce.com. And don't go for normal Salesforce, because developer salesforce.com is community edition where we can able to work with these 1 month. The trial period is 1 month. If it expires, we need to create new account. But if you go to salesforce.com, then that would be again separate. That would be another. So always work with developer.salesforce.com. You can sign up. So let me give first name, last name, then my email ID, and role. We can select some role. Company, let me give us some test. Postal code, some number, and what username we want to have. Let me give my email ID. Accept, sign up. So once we created the account, we will get an email to the provided email. Just we need to go to email and activate the account. I have got an email from Salesforce, so I need to verify the account, and my username is my email ID which I provided. Click on this link. Before that, verify account. So here it will ask me to set the password. Let me choose the password. So we can provide some city. Let me provide it as city. Change password. We have created an account with Salesforce. To create a new object, go to settings, click on setup, and come here. Just search for object to create a new object. Click on object manager. Click on create custom object. And here I am going to have my object name as EMP profile. and EMP profiles. This object used to store employee profiles. Just give some description, then click on save. We have done with a object like table in database. We have column names, right? In similar way, we need to add the field. So already by default, the fields are generated as created by ID, name, last modified by ID, owner ID, default fields for each and every object. Apart from this, we will add our objects with our fields which we need. So to create it, click on new, and we need to select the type. Click on next. I would like to create 3 fields. One is EMP phone, and let me take some length. Let's give as EMP phone. Here you see it was asking always it's a required field, do not allow duplicate values. So some unique constraints kind of validations. For this field, it's okay. And click on next. Click on save and new. I would like to create one more field called email, employee email. Select type as email. Click on next. And let's take this as EMP email. Give some description. And here I would like to make this as a unique value and required value. So I am making always required and do not allow duplicates. Click on next. Next. Click on save and new, and I would like to add one more field called text field called EMP skills. And make it as EMP skills. Next. Next. Save. Now I have created a object and fields in that. Next, we need to add this object as a tab in the header to access it further. So to create a tab, go to setup. There, the similar way we created object and fields, we need to create a tab. So let me go to setup again to create a tab. Here just type tab. Go to tabs. And create new tab. Select the custom object that we created and what kind of tab style you want. We can select anyone. Click on next. Next. Save. Now a new tab will be generated for us. So just go to Salesforce Classic. Now we can see employee profiles tab here. Click on it. Here we can create a new record or create a new view. We can add the record or we can see the record. Let's add one record. Click on new. Give EMP profile name as Chinna MuleSoft, and let me give some random number. Let me give it as chinna@gmail.com. and let me put some skills as Java, Mule ESB. Click on save. Now we can able to see the record that we added here. Click on this so that you can able to see the one new record added into the Salesforce object. Now we are going to work with this object from Mule to insert the employee profiles into the Salesforce object. So the use case is I have a resource consulting company to the vendors. Whenever suppose Deloitte have some requirement, they need profiles for Java Mule ESB candidates. So how I am getting the profiles to my Salesforce? I have a partnership with LinkedIn. LinkedIn will be going to consume a survey that we are going to develop now, so that LinkedIn will send the employee details to my consulting company, so that I will maintain the records in the Salesforce. Whenever I want the employees, I can do search in the Salesforce object with the skills, so that I can forward those details to Deloitte. Okay, create a new Mule project. Just take it as Salesforce demo. Click on finish.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, project has created. Go to HTTP module, drag and drop listener. And I am going to get a collection of JSON payload with employee details towards this REST API. So I should take the method as post and just do the listener configuration. I'm fine with HTTP localhost 8081. Okay, and give path as EMP profiles. Let me copy it, save, and next I am going to make a Salesforce call. So just type Salesforce here, and to insert a record into Salesforce object, we use create, drag and drop create, and here we need to provide the Salesforce details in the configuration, that are username, password, security token. The username and passwords are my username and password, which we use to log into the developer.salesforce.com. Coming to the security token. To get this security token, go to Salesforce, go to profile. In that we can see my settings. Go to personal. In that we can see reset my security token. Click on this reset security token. It will, the security token which will be resetted will come to our email ID that we need to provide there. So I have did reset my security token, and that will be sent to chinna.mulesoft@gmail.com. Let me go here, and it came. So this would be the my security token. Just copy, go to studio, provide the security token, and here I need to provide my username and password. Click on test connection. Test connection was successful. Okay, okay. And once the test connection was successful, it This connector can able to connect to the Salesforce, and it will load all the objects here. What are all the objects available in the Salesforce? By default, Salesforce provides some objects, and we also created a custom object. Along with that, we will get the default available objects also. Our object is just type EMP, then we can able to see our object EMP profile. Click on save. Once you take Salesforce connector, if you keep transform message after this, it will provide you outbound metadata. And in similar way, if I keep transform message before to Salesforce object, then it will show me the inbound metadata what it was expecting here. See what it was expecting: owner ID is deleted, ID created, date, last modified by, all these fields. But what are the fields we would like to send? We would like to send name, employee name, and employee phone, employee email, employee skills. So to this integration, to this REST service, I am going to send a JSON payload which look like this. So this is the payload. So I need to map the EMP name. As I am getting as a collection, I need to iterate it and map the fields. To do that, payload map, I am going to take as profile, index of profile, and I need to provide the mapping here as profile dot, and what I am going to get EMP name. And in similar way, let me copy this and paste all the places, and just let me change the field. So for employee phone, I am going to map the EMP phone, and EMP email, EMP skills. Let's save it. Let me have one transform message in the end to show what Salesforce response backs whenever we do create operation towards Salesforce. Just let me change it to JSON, because always remember, whenever we would like to deal with any Salesforce operation, create or update or delete any operation, always it expects the payload as Java. That is the reason making integrations with Salesforce is very easy. Once you connect to the Salesforce, it will give you all the available objects here. And once you choose the object, it would be able to generate the inbound metadata it was expecting. So we can load our inbound metadata which we are getting over the request, and we can do the mapping so that the code will be generated, and always it would be Java. Here we do not have more efforts to integrate with Salesforce. It is too easy compared to other connectors. This way we do integration with Salesforce. Let me run in debugging mode.
This conference will now be recorded.
Application has deployed. Now let's make a postman request, and that should be HTTP localhost 8081, and I have taken the path as EMP profile, and set the JSON payload. And this is the JSON payload I would like to send. Here I am sending 1, 2, 3, 4 objects at a time. The advantage with Salesforce is at a time the create operation can be able to insert bulk records. If you want, I can show you that. If you go to Salesforce and in create operation, if you click on mouse, then it can tell you, it can able to, when you map your objects in the input, this message processor can able to insert batch data at a time. Okay. Now let's make the request. Request came. Let me show you the records in the Salesforce. And here, if you see, we have only one record. Let me refresh and show you. We have only one record. Now, 4 more records will be inserted through Mule. Click on next. Next. You can observe the response, how it comes. So for each record, Salesforce able to respond back one response. Let me show you in the response in better way. Before that, just refresh here. Now we can see 4 more records get inserted, that are Chinna, Chinna 5, Chinna 6, Chinna 7. So for this, I have sent these details, Chinna 7, employee phone, email, and skills. So this way we integrate the Mule with Salesforce, which is very easy. Click on next. Now we can see the response here, how it comes. So if you see, for each and every item, it was providing as status. If it is successful, then true, and what is the ID of nothing but the transaction ID. If it is failure, then that it will show as false. So if you scroll down, in failure case, we will also able to get the root cause. So the advantage with Salesforce integration here is, if you are sending 5 records at a time, in that 3 records has issue, but the 2 records are good, then the 2 records get inserted and remaining 3 records will not be inserted, and those can be shown as error. If you remember, I made email field as unique constraint. If I try to send the same email again, then that will be failed out. Even though I send all the fields, and if I provide the duplicate email, then it won't allow this record. So this record will be failed. So let me send only 2 records in this request. One is brand new record and one is with duplicate email. Let me give email as Chinna10 and it has Chinna10. Click on send now. Request came. Next, next, next. Now, if you see the response, it is clearly mentioning that duplicate value found for the record with ID this, because I have sent the duplicate email. And for the next record, it was saying the EMP email duplicates value. That's correct, expected. And for the another field, it has inserted successfully. Previously, we have 5 records in the Salesforce. Now let's see how many records it has. Refresh it. Now we will be able to see one more record called Chinna 10. This way we set up Salesforce and do the integrations with Salesforce. We'll see you in next session with another operation. That's all for this session. Thank you.